We're moments away for departing for the Coho Ferry. Crystal, myself, and our lovely daughter, Sarah. And we're just waiting for one more item from the house, and then we'll be on our way. All right, we've cleared, well, pre-cleared customs or immigration. I'm not sure which. We're about to board the ferry. Well, I shouldn't say about to because the ferry's not even here yet, but we're ready to go when the ferry gets here. And we're on our way to Duswallop State Park in Washington for tonight. And then after that, we're going to head on to the Oregon coast. We did stop for groceries in Sequim at the Safeway there, just for breakfast for tomorrow and dinner for the next night. We'll do a bigger shop when we get to Fort Stevens. But yeah, here we are, Site 71. And as you can tell, it's pretty nice weather-wise. Beautiful. We even have some chalk art. So we have water and electric here, and we're going to cheat. We're going to go out for dinner tonight. There's a place within walking distance that we stayed at. We had dinner at once before, and that's where we're going to go tonight. And we'll show you that a little later. Okay, we're here at the Gooey Duck, and we're having, what's the name of this beer?
Bodiziva.
Bodiziva. Body.
I don't know. Something
Bodizy.
like that.
And what do you think about it?
It's delicious. Love it.
And this is our view.
Yeah.
We had a nice night. It was warm yesterday. I don't know, I think we're having an unseasonably warmer June than in the past. This has been a nice campground. Duswallops has lots of space in between campsites. It's quite pretty. There's a river nearby. Behind me is the highway. I don't know if you can hear the highway noise. That's maybe the only detriment. There is a little highway noise, but it's kind of like very low in the background, and it didn't bother me. Had a great night's sleep. Showers here are very clean, very nice. They're large. It's been quiet, perhaps because it's early June and the kids are still in school, and it's a Monday, so yesterday was Sunday and there was not as many people. I'd say the park is about 30% occupied. I'm just trying to avoid the scat here. There's quite a few Roosevelt elk in the area apparently, and they come quite close to the campsite. So here's our campsite, and you can see there's some scat right here. So they get quite close. Haven't seen any yet though. Well, here we are later in the day on to Monday. It's 3:30ish, and we've arrived at Fort Stevens State Park and set up. This is our campsite. It's site M47. We just fit in there. Okay, a short update.
Do we look stranded?
We were on our way to the beach at Fort Stevens State Park, but discovered there was a nail in the rear passenger tire, And so we took it into the Les Schwab down there, and it's getting repaired. And Sarah and I are going to go over here to the Fred Meyer and I don't know, see what they have. Apologies for any wind noise, but I do have to document this before we forget. When we discovered that we had a nail in the tire, I went into the ranger station to get directions to the tire shop, which he gave me on a piece of paper. And as you can tell, it's a little windy. And I got to the parking lot, was talking to Crystal, and the wind snatched the paper and sent it way up in the air. And so I ran after it, and then the wind caught it and took it exactly the opposite direction that I was running, over a berm. And I ran after that, and Crystal was doubled over with laughter. So anyway, we're making the best of it. Gonna go explore Warrington. We're back at Les Schwab. We had dinner, and then we were gonna get in the truck and go to the beach, but we noticed that the tire pressure was still low in the right rear tire, and Sarah discovered that the valve stem was hissing. So we fixed one problem only to have another one. So we're back at Les Schwab. We're going to drop it overnight. Sarah's called an Uber.
I'm never gonna see this beach.
And we're still enjoying the adventure. Okay, so a little update here. We got a used tire put on by Les Schwab because there was a side puncture, not a valve, side puncture. They couldn't repair it. They offered to put a used tire on, so that's what we went with, which was awfully nice of them. And then so we were delayed a couple hours, but here we are at the Astoria Brewing Company, about to enjoy lunch.
Yay!
And also, we got this view.
That's a river.
Okay, we have the Strawberry Blonde, Astoria IPA, Astoria Porter, Onward Through the Fog Stout, and Wheelhouse IPA. What do you think?
I think they look delicious. I'm getting sunburned.
Okay, we're doing a new experience. It's the trolley. The River Walk trolley. And we're all really excited.
I was excited for the air conditioning. There isn't any.
It's just before 8:30, and Sarah finally gets to go to the beach. We've been teasing her with not being able to go to the beach because we've had, tire issues. And as soon as we parked here, she went and ran away. And I don't blame her. And it looks like a perfect evening. It's been, 24 degrees today? It's been amazing. Like 24 Celsius, which is...
For early June.
72
We always
Fahrenheit.
say that people never say what time of year it is.
Yes. That's amazing. So we're going to go enjoy some of this, our first Oregon beach.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday, June 7th, and we're at charming Seaside exploring for the first time. It's a beautiful day, a little windy. Sorry for the wind noise. But a little cooler today. We're looking forward to it.
Yesterday, we
seaside, and we've driven into Cannon Beach. It's a beautiful day, a little cooler. Thank you. One more, please. All right. And we walked looking for a place to have coffee and a pastry, and the place that we wanted to go to was closed. It's Wednesday today. I don't know why they're closed, but I guess they're only open on the weekends. And then the place we were thinking of having lunch at, which was the hardware store that also has beer, is also closed. So, and the bookstore is closed. I guess we should have done our research. But anyway, here we are at Pelican Brewing. Grab some lunch. Calamari. Well, we were joking earlier. We said, you know, we tried to go to the bookstore and it was closed on Wednesdays, and tried to go to the coffee shop, Sleepy Monk, and it's closed. And the hardware store that serves beer, it's also closed. And it would appear that Haystack Rock is also closed. Yeah, the marine layers come in and can't see it. Okay, it's like 20 to 4. Take 2. Haystack Rock revealed. Thursday, June 8th, and we're at Ecola State Park. And it's overcast, although the sun is supposed to make a showing later. And here it is, viewpoint overlooking Cannon Beach. We're just coming back from a walk on Cannon Beach, and we're going to check out this hardware store. It's Cannon Beach Hardware and Public House. Over this way, Sarah. Sarah? It's here. So it's a hardware store and a public house. Two of my favorite things. I get to look at nails and ales. Yes.
These are award-winning too, sweetheart.
Okay, I gotta document this. So it's Friday, and a little bit of rain outside. Overcast, obviously. Cooler today. So the funny story is that we attached the water and we noticed really low pressure. So I disconnected the water pressure regulator so that we could have, you know, a normal stream of water in the trailer. And I think what's happened is, as people have left, because we've noticed a lot of people have left, a lot more empty spaces, is that the water pressure has gradually been building. I don't know if that's the cause or what, but we discovered a big pool of water outside the bathroom this morning. Oh, no. Anyway, as it turns out, it wasn't a big deal. I took this access panel off, and it was just this cold water to the shower that was causing the drip. So we're gonna let that dry out. Crisis averted. And we stopped in here at the Tillamook Creamery. about 10 after 6. About 3.5 hour drive, and here we are at the Waldport Newport KOA. It's a little cool and breezy, not too bad. Overcast. Here's our view from our campsite. Saturday, June 10th, and we've already done Cape Perpetua Lookout, and then we went down to Devil's Churn, but there wasn't much churning because it's kind of in between tides, so it wasn't very exciting. We missed each other. The girls went to the restroom and somehow I missed them, and anyway, we've caught up to each other again, and here we are in the booming metropolis of Yachats, and we're just standing outside Yachats Brewing. It's about to open. I believe it's Blood Orange Wheat Ale, Thor's IPA, Walter Smash, which is the German-inspired pale ale, and the Coastal Crew, which is the Gin Fizz-inspired sour ale.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I got to pick all 4 beers myself. You have enough bread for an army. Who would ever eat that much bread?
It's not their bill.
Sorry, we already got into the beer.
Who would eat that much bread?
So after whipping about on the sand dunes, now we're going to go into stinky sea lion caves.
And they are going to reluctantly use their back flippers.
So we're here at Nehalem State Park Campground, site D30, back there. I was able to pull straight in, stay connected, got water and electric. And here's the beach access, just a few, like 30 seconds away. This is pretty awesome.
We came down to the beach for a romantic walk. Well, I thought it was a romantic walk. You have your camera and you were very, very focused on getting a good shot. And as hard as I tried to catch up to you by walking quickly to give you a kiss on the beach, you just kept going so that you could take your perfect shot. I was finally able to nab you when you stopped. We had a nice kiss, and then the high tide rolled in and got us wet.
Yep, they're called sneaker waves. Fortunately, I was wearing waterproof shoes, put them to the test, and I have quick dry pants, but the socks aren't waterproof. We're here at Port Townsend State Park, and it's a small campsite. I don't know how many sites I can see here, but we're site 32, and they're all kind of in an angle, as you can see. First tip I'd have for you is when you approach the campsite, you need to do a circle around the info booth or the check-in point to go back to the dumping station, which is located before the registration desk, in order for you to get your potable water. There isn't any potable water. I mean, there's potable water, but they're from faucets, so if you want to fill your trailer or get some water for your trailer, you have to turn around and hook up. At least I did, because that's where my connections are. And then we're kind of on a hill. I don't know if you can see that, but we all have to chalk here. I'm pretty sure every site you need to chalk. So I just did the little pyramid thing back here, and I got these Skookum locks for the tires here. They had some stability as well, so you don't have as much rocking. Anyway, so it was a bit of a head scratcher and a little bit of stress. When we initially pulled in, I was facing the wrong way, and Ranger came over and said you got to spin it around because this is someone else's table. Originally the unit was facing this way, so I had to go do a loop and put her this way, and then we had to level her off. We got our water, we got our power. It's all good now. Something else that's kind of interesting about these RV sites is that there's no fire pit, but they do have these barbecues here on stands, which I guess you could use to have a little campfire. Well, it's Friday, June 16th. We're in downtown Port Townsend, and we're on our way to find some coffee for a mid-morning treat. It's 11 o'clock. It's a beautiful day. The sun's just coming out. I've been advised that the girls are going to shop their brains out today. This place is cool. This is the Palace Hotel. What's cool about it is it's very period inside. The rooms are all very retro. Like, here's an example of what it looks like in the lobby. And all rooms are like that.
It's almost like a fake.
And then there's also this really cool shop called World's End, which is kind of like a pirate. They carry steampunk, and there's some kind of steampunk convention going on starting today. So maybe we'll be treated with very funky. It's been a delightful trip. 2 weeks, very relaxful. I think if I was going to change anything, I would drive 3.5 hours and then set up camp. Maybe make the days a little shorter on the drive. Port Townsend's a lovely city. We really enjoyed looking around and poking our noses in the shops. Didn't see too many of the steampunk crowd. One or two here and there, they were just getting set up, so the celebration didn't get underway until we left. Anyway, we had a campfire last night in the vertical barbecue pit, and roasted some potatoes to go along with our chicken that I did on the grill and asparagus that I did on the grill. Yeah, it was very delightful. We had a game of crib, which I believe I won, but I'm still low man on the standings for this trip of gaming. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, that's it for now.